against me because, I mean, asking me to cast ZvZ is just, it has to bring him quite a lot of pleasure in just knowing that I'm going to have to sit through ZvZ.
Yeah, we need you to come cast BSL. And you're like, all right, I'll come help Zero out again. He's like, by the way, it's
it's a ZvZ. I was looking forward to some TVTs, but unfortunately, as you've pointed out, we've only got one turn making it through to the round of 8. And I'm absolutely knackered, by the way. I'm not going to bore you with the details, but, you know, hopefully this matchup isn't a resident sleeper and it does, you know, shake me right awake, because I kind of need something to basically get me on my feet.
Yeah. Well, if the game doesn't, I'm sure the riveting commentary and exceptional production value will keep you awake, Ziggy. So
I think it's going to be the 3 tins of Monster and a cup of coffee that I just drank, but whatever works.
Okay,
whatever works.
That'll do it. I myself have some, what is this? Ginseng and rooibos tea here. So we'll hope that that's got some caffeine in it.
Why are you drinking tea? Do you have a license for that?
Look, all I'm trying to say is we're both trying to be really British right now.
Do you want me to call Kix?
Kix would report me for this. I'm also reusing tea bags, so that triggers every UK person I've ever met. Got him. Okay. Oh, it's too good. Anyway, it's about time to get into our first game, and fortunately enough, wait a second. Somebody remake the lobby? Zero?
Yeah, we're waiting.
No. I was in the game, and then you remade it, and now I can't find it. Yeah, apparently there's some weird issue with custom games now where you can make the game, and then either you find it and can't enter it with the password, or you can enter it but you can't find it. Anyway, it's okay. Hold on.
It's like the 4th time we've remade it because you couldn't join.
Wait a second. It was there for a second, and now it's gone.
I'm in.
Wait, no. It was just there. Oh my god, you guys are trolling me. You're sitting there and he's laughing evilly behind the console. What?
Got him.
No. It was there and then it grayed out and then it disappeared. So I'm not sure what kind of prank. If Ashton Kutcher jumps out and tells me that I got punked. Now's the time, Ashton. Wherever you are, I do not know. Okay, so I'm trying to join the game here, and okay, invalid password. Nice one. Okay, I'll restart Battle.net 2. What could possibly go wrong here, guys? Sorry, the Starcraft servers are working overtime with the Warcraft 3 Reforged servers. So, you know, I'm just gonna.
You're all getting a preview of what today's cast is going to look like. It's just 3 hours of Rapid not being able to join the game. A little sneak peek of what's coming up.
Okay, well, I mean, look, I'd like to think it's going to be a little bit more exciting than that. So I'm on. I
think Blizzard might have overheard that you were reusing tea bags and they just locked you out.
I would deserve that. Yeah, I just can't see any games that begin with the letter of the game name that we are using. Not to give anything away here, guys. Okay, I'm on Europe, right? Okay, check number 1. Join. Nope. Sorry, they were there for a second. Now they're just gone. I'm not even sorting by anything. I can see the total list of custom games, and it's just not there. So, minor technical difficulties, guys. We promised there's Brood War to be played, but we actually thought that we just get you guys all together to hang out here and chat and socialize.
I mean,
is it called Rapid Go Go? Because that's
yep.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Wow. That was like we're living life on the edge here. If one of you guys had decided to be a hoodlum, and I know you're all not, then we could have had some problems there. But Ziggy and I are too fast, especially me, by the way. And now we're ready to go with our first game of the night. It's going to be on Heartbreak Ridge. This is game number 1 in our first best of 5 of the playoffs of Bombastic Star League Season 8 with $2,000 on the line. One of these players is going home. Let's find out who it's going to be as we get into game number 1. All right, here we go. How dare you show the replay progress there, Z0. I'm just giving Z0 a hard time. A big shout out to Z0 behind the scenes. Of course, all the other people in BSL. Let's get this started with our Zerg player. Let's just change to the other colors because these are too similar. The red Zerg player on the left-hand side of Heartbreak Ridge from Russia. It's g0rynich.
And his opponent on the right-hand side, hailing from America, he's Hawk.
And not just America. He hails from a town in America that is maybe 20 miles from where I grew up. That's about 40 kilometers, something like that. Maybe less,
Wait,
maybe more.
You're from
Who
Texas,
knows?
right?
Yeah.
All right. Whereabouts? Like exactly.
Well, if I told you, I'd have to kill you. But
Can you ride a
basically,
bull?
I have at one point in my life. It was not a good experience. Yeah, no, just don't.
I've been to Texas once last year.
Nope.
No, wait, 2 years ago.
Oh yeah, why?
For DreamHack.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Austin.
Yeah. Austin's the hipster city where actual things are. Nowhere else is.
That's where the Stevie Ray Vaughan statue was, or is. That was the highlight of my trip.
Who's that?
Did you literally just ask who Stevie Ray Vaughan is?
I could not tell you. If you had a gun to my head, I would die. I don't know if that's like an actor or a singer or like a...
I'm giving you a judgmental stare on the
Look,
the
I'm just going
now.
to drink some of my rebrewed tea here and...
Kix is in chat. Kix, did you hear that? Rapid drinks tea with... Like, he reuses tea bags. All right?
Look, they're only... You guys, there's a reason they're kicking you back to your own little island there. Because everybody else knows the right way to drink tea.
Jumping back into the ZvZ, we've got a little bit of like build divergence already. We've got alert on the way for Hawk. Meanwhile, g0rynich still sticking to that very basic Ling composition, going for that speed.
Oh, he cancels it. I think he saw
right.
Saw the links with his overlord and decided to cancel that. We got layers started instead there for g0rynich. So, I mean, I guess that's his reaction, but see where the lings are going to meet up. It's still should be exactly the same number of lings. All right, yeah, going up to 8. And then look at how good Hawk is at using his, like, I don't know, 3D printer to make a perfect line of Zerglings outside of his natural. I don't even, wow, that's like
computer really placement.
Like, yeah, so at this point, we play the little song and dance where the Zerglings wall each player off, and we wait for Mutalisks. However, I would say that g0rynich did actually remake speed. It's just going to be a little bit later on.
Yeah, I mean, Hawk has the advantage here. Not only does he have the quicker lair, he also knows that his opponent did commit to those links, so he just needs to play a reactive game, and he knows what is going on the other side of the map. So as long as he stays on top of basically reacting to what he sees, he should stay in the lead, even if it's just, you know, a very slight lead for a start.
Yeah, I mean, the muted timing is certainly going to be better for Hawk, but I don't... This is not one of those, oh, my Spire is so far behind that I'm going to have to throw down, you know, spores or anything like that. But you're right, he definitely does have a big advantage. Bigger advantage, though, is the gas advantage. He got his gas earlier in the build order and also didn't spend 100 of it on speed. And so all of a sudden, he's got like 200 more gas than g0rynich. So he's going to have at least an extra muta, larva permitting, of course. And it's kind of cool that we just straight up see one bases off of both players, because usually one player will try to go for a hatchery, and neither has been able to do that this game.
I'm surprised that Hawk is actually going for a sunken this early, because he was still keeping track of his opponent's lings and how many were being produced. Mm-hmm. So he could have held off on building that for like probably another 10 to 15 seconds. And I mean, it's not really going to come into play too much, but
Yeah, I was thinking if there was some way that Hawk could have seen that his opponent was going for speed. Obviously, at that point, you're thinking, okay, well, if he's investing in speed, he's probably going to get a bunch of lings. And in order to kind of cut corners and get less lings, you can just build a sunken. Although, drones come at a premium. And because he built that sunken, he's down a drone now.
Yeah, and then, it's a mirror matchup, and a mirror matchup where the smallest difference can make, or the smallest difference in the early game can make the biggest difference later on, because you do stay on very low drone counts throughout the game, and 12 to 11 might not seem like a big deal. It might come into play later on. We do see a hatchery being built for g0rynich. Meanwhile, Hawk is doubling down on muta production and still sticking to one base play.
Yeah, what do you think about this hatchery, Ziggy? Because this is kind of strange when you think about, Hawk having faster mutas, also killing off an overlord. So in theory, he'll be able to continue making mutas, whereas g0rynich can't.
Yeah, well, g0rynich will probably have to switch into Scourge pretty soon, because his muta count is going to be lower. Because based on the grounds that he did commit to that speed, he should by all means have fewer mutas, and with Hawk sticking to one base play, that is going to be even more apparent as time goes on.
Yeah, for sure. And this is where, and I know you hate to hear this, Ziggy, this is where the matchup gets exciting, because it could just spontaneously combust at any moment. If you fight more mutas with less mutas, theoretically the mutas can never run away unless they split. And g0rynich is doing some of this crazy stuff where he'll split his groups of mutas and somehow come back with more later on. I don't know. Oh, he's gonna catch some drones transferring here, or is he? How are these mutas not firing at each other? Is there a ceasefire here?
We have to remember that these players are basically on opposite ends of our planet. One from Russia, one playing from the United States. So there is a bit of lag coming into play here, and in a game where the smallest difference in micro can make the game collapse in a very quick manner, you really want to be careful. And it looks like the first trade did actually go in the favor of g0rynich, who did have one or two mutas fewer, and suddenly the muta counts have been evened out due to those Scourge connections. So
yeah,
definitely getting the better end of that trade.
Yeah, I don't think he hit with 2 Scourge. I think he hit with 1, but still, I mean, the bounces are going to kill off that muta anyway. And it's 6-6, so super even. And with that hatchery, g0rynich is going to have a massive advantage, unless Hawk wants to put down one of his own, and I don't know if he's going to be comfortable doing that. So, I mean, Hawk, I think kind of the writing's on the wall here. He needs to get the mutas together and go. Otherwise, these larvae are really going to start kicking in. I think they actually already are, with another muta joining the fray here. That means that g0rynich has more in niche, and Hawk is not going to be able to keep fighting this if he lets those extra larvae kick in. So here we go. We're gonna have what could be the final fight of the game, trying to pick off these Scourges. Hawk, as he micros away, he does wind up getting hit by the Scourge, and his muta numbers are not sufficient. He has the fewer number, and he is gonna get taken out here. g0rynich destroys every single mutalisk and will move across the map for victory and great justice, with g0rynich taking game number 1.
I think it came down to Hawk being a little bit too indecisive in the early game, because he knew that his opponent was going for a hatchery, and given the fact that g0rynich also committed to link speed, I think Hawk should have jumped the gun a little bit earlier, because he had a 2 muta advantage early on. And as soon as he got to his opponent's base, he should have just gone in, tried to pick off a muta or 2, or just basically force a fight there. So I think it all came down to Hawk just being a little bit too indecisive when he had the muta lead, and then the eco lead that g0rynich had built up for himself basically kicking in, and the tables quickly turned in the favor of a Russian player.
Well, the tables have also turned against me being able to join this game again. I think there's like an issue where... Oh, hold on. I think I might be able to find it here. Did we get it? No. Okay, all right. We're gonna... No. Okay, I had it, but I think there's a problem with like observer slots or something, because it'll show up and then
How about you join? You join now. I left.
Okay.
And we'll see if it works the other way around.
It says invalid pass. Oh, hold on a second. Yeah, it says invalid password, even though it's not the invalid password. Okay. All right, guys.
We're gonna have to be quick.
Yeah, you have one job here. Okay. Do not join the game that we are trying to cast here for BSL. Okay. Look. I understand. You're all epic Twitch chat memers, but like, for once, okay. Oh my God.
Could I get a different co-caster, please?
Hey.
If you make it in before Rapid, you can join me for this cast.
Hey, whoa!
Somebody joined. I'm sorry. I
thought we had something. I'm constantly refreshing here, guys. I'm
just taking the Mickey.
Oh, I can't see that name. I apologize.
I mean, somebody just joined for the second time. I kind of need to honor my promise here.
Hey,
so
how dare you?
Adimosh is my new co-caster.
Wow. I feel so. Do I need to like log here or something? Like, this is crazy. I just like literally cannot see the name of that game with any number of players in the
Do you want to try a different gateway? Can we try a different gateway?
Okay, all right. Okay, all right. I double clicked it.
Are you a barcode?
It says downloading.
No, it's not you. Now I'm casting
okay,
with a
all
barcode.
right, I got it. We did it. Yes, victory has been had here, and not just by g0rynich in game number 1. No, by also everybody who's chosen to spend their time with all of us. The truest victory is the one we are sharing here together. So game number 2 is going to be on Gladiator, and that means absolutely nothing because it's ZvZ. So low ground mains will not matter. We're just going to watch two players kill each other with Mutalisks. Yeah. So let's get into it. Game number 2 on Gladiator. Okay, here we go. In the bottom left-hand corner, playing as the blue Zerg player from America, it's Hawk.
His opponent in the top right of the very same map as you would expect, representing Russia, we've got g0rynich. Already picking up game number 1 in quick fashion.
Yeah. Now let's see how fast g0rynich can slap down another hatchery here. Because, like, okay, so we figured out some stuff about g0rynich in the round of 16. Okay, he's got this weird ZvZ style that for some reason is just incredible. He got out of that group in first place with True Touch in it, which was mind-blowing because True Touch is, I think, basically the best non-Korean player right here. Obviously, there's guys like Bonnet and DeWalt, and, you know, the Eon Zerg, those guys. But I think True Touch is really, really good. And g0rynich 2-1'd him there. And he does this weird style where he'll expo and get behind, but then somehow micro his way back into it. Then he'll build spore colonies, and then he'll build like mutas, but he never has enough mutas. And then he'll fight with the mutas, and he'll split the mutas off again and come back with, I don't know, dude. It blows my mind, but we haven't exactly seen it just yet, and it looks like mirrored builds so far.
Can I get something on my chest?
What's up?
I missed that BSL group. I haven't rewatched it. I haven't caught up.
How dare you? Okay, well, anyway, so that means that you just get to ask lots of these softball questions where you lob the question up there, and then you let me slam dunk it afterwards. So, like...
I thought we were doing it the other way around.
Oh. Well, somebody's got to convert. Maybe we let Twitch chat slam dunk the softball questions we both ask.
I mean, every single person in Twitch chat is S rank, so it should be us asking the questions and then probably replying with a modicum of sarcasm.
Well, they're S rank at Brood War, but they're
S rank at Twitch chatting.
They're F rank at following me on Twitter. So they should all increase their Twitter MMR. And
that was smooth. That was so smooth, Rapid.
Look, I'm trying, man. I'm not the crunchy peanut butter kind of guy. Okay, anyway, both players throwing down their hatcheries. Hawks is much faster. Consequently, his pool is much slower, and g0rynich will already have lings with speed out and on the way across the map. But because they are in cross positions, timing should not matter extremely. But this is where the STPL account in chat was right, where high ground and low ground could make a tiny bit of difference. And especially when mutas are trying to come into the main on the edges, sometimes that can make a difference. If you have like a ling.
I think Hawk is in trouble.
Yeah, you think?
This Sunken isn't going to finish in time, and there's only going to be like 4 lings. So if g0rynich actually manages to pull off some godlike micro, he could get into the main.
Yeah, he's just going to run straight in the main. That definitely matters. But blocking with that drone on the high ground is actually pretty smart.
Yeah, I think Hawk is dead. Well, maybe not dead, but he's going to take quite a lot of damage with these lings.
This is going to be quite a lot of damage. I definitely thought he built more lings, but he was playing way greedy.
Yeah, going for that lair, going for a hatchery first.
Yeah, like it's a nice drill on top of the lings to take a couple of them down, but he's losing drones here.
I mean, speed has kicks in for g0rynich, so these lings are not going to get caught by the lings of Hawk. And I think the American is about to fall down 0-2 in the series. I mean, I'm not going to call it just yet because there's 3 lings for Hawk as well, and the lair has finished. Nonetheless, he's 2 drones behind, and
oh my gosh,
still dealing with lings in his main base.
Yeah, he can't even afford to put down a Spire right now because he's just desperately trying to hang on by building Infinity Zerglings, which he doesn't actually need to build. He's just way too scared. I think he way overproduced Zerglings here. He might even actually still lose another drone. Oh my god, this is
g0rynich has so much momentum this game. It's not even about the damage, like the direct damage he's going to be dealing this game, but he's got so much momentum. He's out on the map. He's in his opponent's head right now. Even though the lings do get cleared out, they manage to pick off like 4 or 5 drones there. And as a result, Hawk is 3 drones down. Now, he did cancel the Spire, and I'm not sure what the plan there was. Looks like he's just going to tap out. And that's going to be it for game number 2 on Gladiator.
Well, that's why they call it Gladiator, guys. We just watched 2 human beings kill each other. Oh my god, that was so fast. You almost never see that, but like, you know, the best case scenario for the build where you just run across the map and kill the guy is ideally where the guy just doesn't have anything. And Hawk was kind of going for a bunch, and once you run by the Sunken, it's like, well, not really a whole lot going on there. So what a total boppening there by g0rynich. He's up 2-0 in this group. And when I was making my, of course, 100% caster approved and correct BSL Season 8 playoff predictions bracket, I did predict that g0rynich would win. I did not predict 3-0. So come on, Hawk, give me those bonus points.
Sorry, go ahead.
I need to put a W up on the board here.
That was extremely optimistic by the American. I mean, not only did he go for like a hatchery first, he then just followed up with a lair straight away without going for any lings, and that, you know, ended up killing him. Like, if he had gotten those lings, like 6 lings instead of 4, he would have been able to block his opponent from getting down the main, down the ramp into the main. The Sunken would have finished, and suddenly we've got Hawk with a massive eco advantage, a massive timing advantage on the lair as well. He was just incredibly greedy, incredibly optimistic as well. Okay,
now I get to try to snipe this game lobby again here. So
yeah, if you want to be my co-caster for the next,
hey,
you just need to join.
Look, I forgive you, okay? Okay, there's nothing but fastest maps here. Fastest maps and somebody hosting Lost Temple. Oh, okay, I think I got it.
You know, you can join via the friends list, right?
Nailed it. Well, yeah, but I can't join the lobby if it says it's gotta.
Okay.
If it doesn't show up, so I got it.
You don't need to search for it. You just in the friends list you get like a little button, extra button.
No, you get an extra button. I still have to join by searching. I don't know. Look, I'm doing the best I can here. I also realized that apparently there's some minor green pigment on my totally blue hoodie, so it's not really 100% for our.
Rapid is disappearing now.
Oh no!
I don't feel so great, Mr. Stark.
Yeah. Mr. Starcraft. Anyway, I'm ready to go. Our 3rd map in the best. That was right in front of my microphone. Ugh. Rip headphone users. Our 3rd map in the best 5 is going to be Neo Sylphid. Once again, a map that does not matter because it's ZvZ. So let's get into it. See if g0rynich can clean sweep or if Hawk can come back. Nothing like some good old-fashioned tea.
Reused tea.
Okay, in the bottom right-hand corner, in the blue from America playing Zerg, and down 0-2 in this best of 5, it's Hawk.
His opponent spawning in the 12 o'clock position on the very same map, representing Russia, already up 2-0 in the series. He's g0rynich.
Oh boy. Okay. Another ZvZ, which if it is as fast as the previous series, will mean that I may get to go to bed before the sun comes up. So cross your fingers, guys. I don't want less Brood War. I just want shorter games of Brood War. Anyway, let's see what the build orders are looking like. Identical so far, but I think Hawk kind of learned his lesson. You don't get completely bopped out of the game by being greedy in one game and then try it again in game number 2.
As much as micro did come into play in game number 1, I think it was purely a decision making mistake that cost Hawk game number 2. Hopefully it doesn't make the same kind of mistake here. He's going for that overpull. Oh, no, wait, was it an overpull? Yeah, I think so. Both players actually going for that.
You know how you can tell if it's an overpull?
Because there's an overlord.
Hey, you got it. There you go. There was my softball question, my underhand pitch, just lobbing it up there for the slam dunk. I'm mixing my sports metaphors, but I don't actually watch T-Sports, so they can suck it.
I used to watch a lot of basketball in middle school. I used to get up at 5 in the morning. Well, I did the same for GSL. Yeah, code A.
I'm sorry, Zero. What was that? Okay, 12 pool. Thank you, Zero. God, somebody knows. Nobody in Twitch chat said that either, so you guys are dumb too. Actually, no. Tai2 said that.
No, Tai2 said it.
That's why we let Tai2 write the Team Liquid articles.
He doesn't let
guys?
anything past.
If you want to write articles for Team Liquid, you too have to call builds correctly in Twitch chat. So that's step number 1
Not really.
to take Tai2's job.
You don't.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, you wrote some articles, didn't you, Ziggy?
Well, for like 3 years, yeah.
You know, every once in a while. Anyway. But,
I mean, it's been a long day. I'm knackered. I got up at 5 in the morning to do some catch-up studying because I sat 3 exams. I haven't eaten anything in 7 hours. I'm on 3 Monster cans now and a cup of coffee as well. So you're gonna have to cut me some slack.
Grab some Cheetos or Doritos, and you will just be the archetypical nerd, man. This is what you're supposed to do. Anyway, both players going for basically the most identical builds you could ask for until one day all that changed. And g0rynich got 2 greedy drones, whereas Hawk built 2 rounds of greedy Zerglings. So things could be getting a little bit dicey here as g0rynich is getting a little greedy. Yeah, well, not greedy. He's building the sunken with one of them.
It's worth pointing out that he sent his first overlord to the bottom left, whereas Hawk managed to get his to the natural of his opponent on the first try. So, like, Hawk is in the know right now, whereas g0rynich is, playing a bit in the dark. He hasn't confirmed that his opponent is going for that natural. And the Lings of our American player are going to get into the natural of his opponent. There's one drone helping with the micro there, trying to go for a drill, but the sunken finishes, and I don't think Hawk... Oh, actually, there's more Lings coming across the map.
God.
And he's going to get into the main base of his opponent, and there's hardly any defense here.
He's already killed 2 drones, and these are speedlings. There's no sunken in the main. Even though some of these Lings have like 1 HP left or whatever, it just does not matter. Oh my God, g0rynich got crushed there. He's lost 3 drones already, and even though the drone count is even, a little bit of miscontrol there by Hawk on some of the Lings.
No, he's going to be fine.
Yeah, I felt like he could have gotten in there and sniped a couple of extra drones, and I think he still wants to get an extra one there. But these are speedlings, so it should be pretty easy.
I mean, there's more
clean
lings
that
coming
up.
across the map, and Hawk's job right now is to keep that one ling in the main base of his opponent alive for as long as possible, so that his lings do make it through across.
Oh,
and,
except
past
that
the
he
sunken,
turned the
but-
lings around
Yeah,
again.
yeah, I was just about to point out that he thought better of it and decided to hightail it out of there.
Yeah, I mean, the big deal with that attack is that it equalizes the drone count. And so on the other side, while that attack was happening, one of the reasons Hawk turned around is because he built another round of drones. So he kills his opponent's drones and he builds more. And so now I think that's basically mission accomplished there for Hawk.
I think the real story is in that Hawk's Spire is about to finish. It's like 150 HP away. And I don't really see g0rynich breaking through, but if Hawk once again gets a little bit too greedy, makes a few too many drones, you know, he might get caught with his trousers down. As more and more lings are coming across the map for g0rynich, he's going to commit to a fight. The Sunken isn't ready, and suddenly it looks like g0rynich does have way more lings than his opponent. Just needs to make sure so as not to fight in that little choke point between the hatchery and the Sunken that is still not finished. And I think the Ling Flood might actually turn the game around.
Damn, g0rynich is so good at this matchup. Oh my god. I mean, yeah, the Sunken just pops instantly. Can't do that. Lings are just on en masse in between the bases. And there's one lone Muta, now two out for Hawk. And that's the only thing that is going to try to save him here. But he's definitely going to lose his hatchery in the natural. And that could spell death for our American Zerg player.
Yeah, he doesn't even care about the spy. He's got the lair finished, and he's going for an Evo chamber instead. So he knows that he can probably finish the game off with this Ling Flood. As the drones do come into the fight, try and do a little drone drill to make the micro a little bit more difficult for our Russian player. The one lone Muta, the one lone flying shrimp, trying to save the day. Another one pops in the natural.
Not my home. He kills the Spire, kills the spawning pool. And Hawk is getting bibbity bopped here. Oh my goodness.
Everything going wrong for the American.
Yeah, I mean, there's not even any hope on the other side of the map. It's just GG out. Hawk taps out, and g0rynich with a 3-0 will advance on to the semifinals of BSL Season 8. And by advancing on to the semifinals, he guarantees himself at least $150 if he claims fourth place. That is crazy. By winning that game, $150. Of course, Hawk will go home with $50, which is still money in the bank. But winning it was not easy because he did have to make it through both the round of 24 and then the round of 16. So it was good seeing Hawk in the tournament. Sad to see him go because, like I said, he is living very close to where I grew up. But man, g0rynich is clearly on another level. And I was watching Russian players this year, and I actually thought that guys like SPX were super well improved and really, really strong. And turns out it was actually g0rynich that was the only Russian player to make it to the playoffs. So really, really well done. He looked incredibly strong in that ZvZ.
Yeah, g0rynich used to be like one of the best players a couple of years ago, one of the best Russian players like in 2016, 17. I think he kind of fell off for a little bit, and it looks like he's definitely on the right track to regaining that status as one of the top contenders on the foreign scene. So unfortunately for Hawk, he does lose 0-3, gets that $50 bill. Probably going to get some Taco Bell or Chipotle or whatever it is.
$50 buys a lot of Taco Bell, my friend.
Can get a lot of burritos at Taco Bell.
Your stereotypes are spot on there, Ziggy. Okay, so we are going to take a quick break, but while we get ready for our next series, and while we're getting ready for our next series, you guys can get ready to follow me on Twitter. Now, to continue supporting BSL by sticking around, telling your friends that BSL's on. And one of the ways that you can do that is by doing it on Facebook, where we have Bombastic Star League, twitter.com/BombasticStar. You can tag us there if you want to tweet about BSL. You can also follow the Twitch stream right here and subscribe or donate if you feel at all lead. You can also help supporting the BSL on patreon.com/bombastic. While you guys are clicking on all those fancy links right down below the stream, we are going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back with our exciting second best